Okay, so let's continue working on this worksheet to fill in some more items required. Now, the items that we're using in functions, remember functions talk about sum, adding the figures, average, medium, mode, all of those items. And if you remember correctly from the last time we worked, about a couple weeks ago, I think it's been, but we actually went up and used the auto sum feature. Notice you also have a down arrow next to it, and I'm going to click on that. And notice you have average, count numbers, max, minimum, and you also have an item that says more functions. So if I click on that, notice that it's giving us a search button. If I wanted to look for, say, median, I can start typing it. And notice what it does is it actually brings you right to the type of function. On the bottom, it actually gives you the definition of what that function accomplishes. Also notice on the screen, it gives you an item of most recently used. So if it's an item that you've used quite frequently, it's going to be on this list. If you need to go beyond this list, just hit the down arrow and you'll get all financial date, time, and etc. all the way down. Okay, so if you click on the down arrow, you get all of those items there. Okay, so just realize where that actually is. Okay, so to calculate today's date, we're going to click on the formula area where we want it. We're going to click on before, and here we're going to look for select today on there. So we can go to the function bar. So let's go up to here to the sum. Let's go for more functions, and let's pick today, okay, rather than the date, because I want to actually look at today on there. And I'm going to click OK, and right there it is, today. Okay. Now what today is going to return is a date for your computer. Okay, whatever the date established. Mine's set at June 17th, so it should return June 17th, right? So if I click OK, it actually does provide that to me. Okay, now what this means is notice our formula up here says equal today. So every time we go into this worksheet, it would record the current date. Now in this particular exercise, they want us to actually come up with today's date. So to do that, we're going to use the auto button again. And I'm going to go to more functions and I'm going to type in today and click go. And it should bring up the function that I need. So I'm going to click on today and click OK. Now what this does is it actually returns the date of your computer. So the date on my computer right now is June 17th, so it should return that. So I'm going to click OK, and it does. Okay, the next portion of the exercise asks us to go to J8. To look at the date finance, to go to K8, to year payoff. So what it looks like we're going to be doing is calculating how long, if we started financing on May 1st, 2009, I took a loan over 25 years based on 300 payments. When is my last payment due? That's what we're calculating here. So to do, I'm going to click on cell K8, and I'm going to click on date and time functions. Okay, so I went ahead and filled in the rest of the dates, and you'll need to do the same for your portion of the exercise. But look at what happened here on the payoff year. We really only want the year, so we actually have to go and reformat those. So if I highlight, remember use a select and highlight, we can go into our home tab. If we click on the number, okay, so we only really want the year, so we'll have to go to number. So let's click on number. And then this is giving me a decimal place. So remember, it's taking a serial date and dividing it out into date, month, and year. So what we want to do is actually take off the decimal place. So I'm going to move it to 0, okay? And notice it's going to return a single number, and if I click OK, then that just identifies the year. Each of the thought process as far as looking at a serial number that has the month, date, and year, and we only want the year value there. So that's how you do that, to definitely just the year, because that's what this is asking for, just the year.